electricity. I think the e-mobility is going to gain a lot of traction in this tier 2, tier 3 and rural areas. So I imagine that our network, if you just look at in terms of numbers, there will be almost 60% dealers in the tier 2, tier 3 towns and 40% in the metro, mini metro and larger towns. About the usage and the charging, etc. Because the customer charges the vehicle at home. And then we will have a software platform through which we will be connecting with the customer. So I think it's technology enabled basically.
So whole thing will be...
We continue to have, so the battery as a subscription is available for all battery platforms that we will offer. So that's only financial innovation as I mentioned. The vehicle itself will have 2 battery options. One which will be your, let's say, the value for customers who are using less riding, they want basically focus on optimizing the solution. And then the other option will be the oil-cooled battery, which will be very convenient, especially for larger cities, larger riding, who want faster charging, who want more life. So we will have both the options and the customers can choose.
So they won't be able to...
It has FAME, it's on the NAT portal. Also it is registered in all the states across the country. And the vehicle is already been seeded to add all our 300 dealerships. So I think the vehicle is available immediately and all the 300 dealerships of Kinetic Green across the country with all the approvals in place. So during Diwali we have started the seeding, and today is when we are making the public announcement that the vehicle is now available to retail. And we are targeting to sell about 40,000 Zulus over the next 12 months. This is an NMC 2.2 kilowatt battery.
Okay.
So there will be just a price differential of about 10 to 15%. So let's say this variant is costing 94,990. If you choose the oil-cooled variant, it will cost about 10,000 rupees more. So certain customers, and both will be homologated and approved by government, ARA, etc. So basically you have 2 variant choices depending on what kind of a price point that you are comfortable or what is the usage pattern.
Is there a different
factor of this the kilowatt hours and the electronics and all of that, the whole integration. But what is very clearly different is that the oil-cooled battery has much more effective thermal management, that it will have longer life and it is faster charging. So it's not, so for example, the kilometers offered in terms of warranty on this battery is 3 years and 1500 cycles, whereas on the oil-cooled battery will be 1,25,000 kilometers or 2,000 plus cycles. So it's more about life and fast charging. So I imagine, for example, that certain applications like the B2B or the delivery fleets, where fast charging, longer running, longer life is very critical for them for faster profitability, would certainly pay that premium and opt for that. Whereas if I'm selling this scooter in a small town, let's say Sangli or Satara, where the customer has only 20 kilometer running, they may still choose to buy something that is more cost effective. Over time, if we find that everybody has moved to the higher variant and people are adopting that, we could decide to not continue both, but as of now we're visualizing that this price point is also important, so we will continue both. Rupees, and that's the sort of the one of the plans. As I said, we'll have flexible plans, but we just give an example of 800. The plan on that would be 10 to 15% higher. So it's just incrementally different. Come with Zulu and also our other scooters in the future. So it's being introduced with this vehicle in the subscription, but it is something that, as Pankaj mentioned, we are trying to bring in the ownership experience from Kinetic vehicle. The innovation of battery as a subscription and oil-cooled battery technology as a key technical innovation is something that we want to bring with all our models, including the future scooters or the e-Luna as well. So wait, I mean, also in 3-wheelers, for example, we work on LFP platforms because there's enough space, there's enough weight is not a big issue, space is not a big issue. But in 2-wheelers, you have to always innovate to package your vehicle in a way that weight is optimized, space is optimized, range is optimized, life is optimized, price is optimized. For example, in 2-wheelers, under 6 storage is a very big thing. So if you have an LFP battery and you have a slightly larger battery because you want to give more range, it would greatly compromise the under 6 storage. So I think one has to look at what that product offering is all about and what that customer is looking for, and then accordingly make the choices. So therefore NMC has been a wider choice for 2-wheelers. doesn't mean that LFP cannot come in two-wheeler, but then you compromise somewhere else. You may have to put a lower kilowatt hour, or you may have to compromise on the storage space. So
Why not just give the customer
cheaper than the ICE scooters, and this comes with battery. So I think for a small town or for a college student, this would make all the sense. Why would you spend 95,000 on ICE scooter and then spend, from your pocket money, 3,000 rupees a month on petrol? When this kind of a scooter is giving everything that you need, the range, the styling, the performance, and you're saving money on your on the pocket money on the fuel. Or if you go for a battery subscription plan, then you're spending only 69,000 and only 30 rupees a day on your fuel. So I think if you can bring about these kind of ideas, not only for Kinetic Green or for Zulu, but as the innovation that EV sector is bringing, it will go a long way in clearing some of the issues or questions people have. There's already a growing demand for e-mobility. A recent research report shows that 25% people are thinking about buying a scooter now, a two-wheeler, are thinking about electric. They're considering electric option. This is a big change according to me. 25% are not buying, 6% are buying today. But 25% people are at least thinking, talking to their friends, family, many of them may be going to the showroom. This is a very big change.